Well, hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good Sunday, happy Sunday, all the things. However, uh, you would like to be greeted today. Welcome on in. I know some of you are probably getting some snow. Some of you may be having some mild weather like we're having here, but getting ready to have snow. So who knows how everybody's doing, but let's see who's here. Um, and we are here for the regular weekly live, but then also we're going to be doing the giveaway for week 2 of Mermaids and Magic. And before I get into who's here and what, I'm going to tell you, I'm having the worst trouble with technology. And it's not just like I'm sitting here clicking on things and they're not working. And I'm like, okay, mouse is working, computers were, it's like, what the heck is going on? So I couldn't get the comment picker thing to pull again. It just kept spinning. So I know it wasn't me. It's the program. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a random number generator, and I have Melanie standing by. She's going to take the numbers down, and then she's going to go through and pick the comments, the winners, the names, and feed those to me. And then we can go through what those folks won at the end of the live. So I'm going to go ahead and share this very utilitarian random number generator. Okay. And we had 205 comments on the post. So, and I think actually the first one was Melanie tagging everybody. So I'm going to bring it up to 2. So let's see. We have 9 prizes this week. So let's go ahead and pick 9 numbers. So here comes the first number, 113. Second number, 106. Third number, 62. Fourth number, 162. That's interesting. 49. 5. 44. 13. 6, 7, 2 more. 161 and 166. So, Melanie, you good? You got that? Okay. So, hello. How's everyone today? We are going to, well, I'm going to go flying off the screen or whatever I'm doing. Do you see this background? Isn't it a cool background? It's like the entrance to King Triton's castle or something. I don't know. So we will come back to Mermaids and Magic in a little bit once we have those winners down. So let's go ahead and see who is here today. Michelle Lang. She's out of town and she's going to have to watch the replay. But you know what, Michelle? I appreciate you always being here and saying hi and letting us know if you're going to be watching live and stuff like that. So thank you for that. So hashtag replay. Mutnout, hello, welcome on in. There's Tammy. Please hit that like button. Please do. That would be very helpful. The Crafty Pilot, hi, Jess. Welcome on in. That's my friend Jessica, who's doing evil planning with Melanie to, I don't know, get dirt on me from high school. I don't know what the deal is. Let's see. Tammy is sharing the Mermaids and Magic Facebook group. If you are not part of the Facebook group yet, there you go. If you are here for the normal live and you're like, what is Mermaids and Magic? It is a event that runs for 2 months, anything mermaid or magic related. So go ahead and check out the group there. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions in the group itself, and someone will get you some help. Hi, Christine. Welcome on in. And there's Kristen Whiskey Witch. Welcome on in, Kristen. New member. Thank you for joining, Kristen. Glad to have you. I was just looking at the calendar today to schedule some stuff for the members and for the event. So was it last week? We did the daytime paint along. I'm looking to do an evening one for everyone to just join and hang out for a little bit. Trudy, hello, welcome on in. Let's see. Mutnut to Rosalind Rivera. Hello, good afternoon. Whiskey Witch is asking anyone getting the big snow. I know here, I think we're slated to get 2 to 3 inches tomorrow morning. As long as I don't fall on any more ice, I'm good with that. Hi, neighbor Carol. Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Amy saying hello to anyone from snowy Minnesota. She's got 14 inches so far and just started snowing again. Yikes. I'm telling you, I'm over this. Jennifer, hello. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Hope you're having a good weekend. Carol says extra windy here from the Windy City. Yeah, it's actually going to get windier, isn't it? It's supposed to, we have another wind warning or something for the evening or something. Although it is relatively mild outside, so much so that it got me thinking of spring. Like it was just like you could smell it. Heard the birds chirping. I saw a big old fat robin sitting on the corner of the gutters yesterday. So it will be here. It's coming. Hi, Kylie. Welcome on in. Matt, hello. Great day to stay inside and diamond paint, says Amy. I know. Like, maybe that's why, because I don't like severe weather, right? So, although I have to say, who was it? Angela Sargent. So Angela Sargent is, she lives in Hawaii, and she's one of like the big contributors to DP with Sparklers and coming up with, she like blings all of her canvases. She's insane with the insanely good with the enhancements. So she posted, they have a horrible storm hitting the island. She has a generator for her house, and it's lighting like their it's running their refrigerator, the TV for her husband's video games, and then her lights for her diamond painting. And I thought, that is amazing. That is amazing. And as much as there was someone else that posted like, someone later posted, a tornado hit my house. I don't know what group it is. Tornado hit my house. I'm assuming very mild because they were sitting there with a flashlight, diamond painting. I'm like, these are my type of people. Like, I diamond paint during severe weather because I don't want to pay attention to what's going on. But the snowstorms are so cozy, and this is going to be a great day just to sit here, and I have an excuse not to go outside. Trudy says it's sunny and warm here in Louisiana, 83 degrees right now. Let me see. Could someone boot her from the live, please? Because that was rude and uncalled for. No, but I'm glad to hear that it's warm somewhere. There's Melanie saying hello. Debbie, welcome on in. Dark Night from rainy Florida. Finally, rainy Florida. Isn't Florida? Doesn't it like always rain like midday, or is that just in the summer? I don't know. Whiskey Witch says they're expecting 75 mile per hour winds and tornadoes tomorrow. Fantastic. Debbie Rice, hi everybody. Working on my whip. We're expecting 3 to 5 inches of rain tomorrow and strong winds. My back knows rain is coming. How is Sammy? Surgery update, and I will get to all of that in just a moment. But thank you for asking, Debbie. Let's see. Carol's saying it's been a great event. It has been a great event, and there's more coming. Momo Grimes, hello. Out eating lunch. If I don't reply back, I'm sorry. What are you having? You say if I don't reply back, so then I ask you a question. That is creator gold right there. Heather Riley, wind knocked out my power. No light for diamond painting. There's always light for diamond painting. I'm kidding. But that is awful. I think I would not enjoy that. Hi, Risa. Welcome on in. Um, yes, please give a thumbs up. Chrissy Outlaw, hello. Welcome on in. Diamond Painting Dude, hello. Hello. Diamond Painting Dude, I saw your video. I may mention it. So Tammy, if you can grab that video of the stuff that Diamond Dude like is making or offering and stuff like that, that would be cool. Let's see. Samantha, hello, welcome on in. Let me get through Scovey. Hello. 20 inches so far, says Diamond Painting Dude. That is insane. Absolutely insane. Isn't it a cool intro? It is sort of fun. I like that. I was thinking of other events and intros and stuff because I just like that. It sets the tone, you know. Sarah Ann Creations, hello. Welcome on in. Monica, welcome. Let's see. Eve, hello. Samuel J. Schneider, Esquire. I always call him Samuel J. Snodgrass, and I think that is from the movie Singing in the Rain when Donald O'Connor is doing the make him laugh, and he's doing all the crazy stuff, and one of the names he says is Samuel J. Snodgrass. You want the background? Okay, you can have it. Chris, hello, welcome on in, asking about Sammy. I will get to you in a second. Heather, just got done bathing my dog. Now time to diamond paint. Glad you enjoy them, Heather. And Sammy is thankful for the live because he was about to get a bath and I ran out of time, but he's going to get a bath. Nancy, hello. How are you? Ausbeer, welcome on in. The background would be an amazing diamond painting, isn't it? There's a couple things that I've found that's maybe really good diamond paintings that would be really cool. Texas Laura, hello. Welcome in. Joining from North Texas. That crafty pilot, looks like she's in San Diego, but have to work tonight. DPing in the hotel and napping right after this. Nice. Robin Pennington, hello. Welcome on in. Would Chuck Pinson count as Mermaids and Magic? It's a magical view. Sure. I don't know. I think so. I think we said if it is magic to you, if it says magic to you, it's going to count. Sammy says it's 74 and sunny here. Where is True Heart? True Heart fell down. I had him up there with, what are those? The command strips. And all of a sudden he just went doink. So I took him down and I was going to put him back up there. I just haven't had a chance, actually out of sight, out of mind. But I'm going to tell you, I put him in the living room. I stood him up on a bookshelf that I have that has a light on it. That's like the light that stays on most of the night. It looks so cool sitting behind that light. It looks so cool. So crazy amount of snow the East Coast has. And here in Phoenix, you're at 90 plus and rising over 100 this coming week, says Michelle. The weather is weird. And I don't care what anybody says. And I'm not saying the GW, global warming or anything. Something is going on with our weather that we really need to figure out because it's getting insane. And I think I've said it before. Where is the Star Trek satellites that help control the weather? That's all I'm going to say. Molly, hello from Maine. Welcome on in. Shelly J. Let me see. I think I'm almost caught up. Rosalind in sunny California, about to take a drive on the coast. Another band, please. Hello from Oklahoma. Hello. I've diamond painted by flashlight before. That sounds sort of fun. Tammy says they have a generator that runs their fridge and other things, such as my light pad desk lamp, and charges my chair. That's cool. I guess if you like lose power enough, it's not a bad thing to have. We don't lose power here very often, but when we do, it's usually for several days. And is it raining? I think, yeah, it's pouring here suddenly. There's a ComEd like substation thing not too far from here. Like literally, I could walk there down the path. When I first got out of high school, I delivered office supplies, and one day I had to go there, and it was very weird. It's a concrete building with no windows, has like a million cameras and stuff like that. So I'm to the door, ring the bell, whatever, and they buzz me in, and oh, okay, you're here, whatever. So I had to go give the box to someone, and this is years ago. So like today, this probably would not be allowed. So they had me go give this box or something. This room, if you've seen the movie War Games, it looked like that. And it was the map. It was just maps and maps and maps of all the different electrical lines and stuff, I guess. And I asked the guy, I go, what goes on here? He goes, they are monitoring for power outages. And the minute they get one, they, if they can immediately reroute power through the system there. So I'm assuming that maybe because I'm so close to that I don't lose power a lot, but rain starts daily June 1st. Okay, I didn't know that. That sounds delicious, Momo Grimes. Sausage, po' boy, hash brown. Oh, yeah, good, because I asked you. Hash browns, marinated onions, and pickles. That sounds really, really good. Better than the turkey and Dorito sandwich I had. Risa, they've canceled school tomorrow because of high gusts, rain, tornado weathers in South Georgia. Tornado weather, South Georgia. Yikes. Janet, welcome on in. Kathleen, hello. Hello, Peggy, welcome on in. Freeze warning for tomorrow evening. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Wendy K, hello, welcome on in. There's the link. So Tammy put in the link to Diamond Painting Dude, aka Ryan's video on awesome garages he's making for containers. So Ryan works at a place, and it's sort of on the video. You go to the website and stuff like that. And I don't know the whole story, but they're he's calling garages are like, they look like wooden boxes. Now, probably like a, what's the word I'm looking for? I have something similar to it, but it's not like carved wood. At least it didn't look like that. It looked like, wood that you put together, pieces that you put together. He had a tray for a bunch of Art Dot containers. There's another one. It's like a box that has, I think it was Art Dot containers, like a row of Art Dot containers. You could lift those up and there was storage underneath of it. There's for your deck trays. So some really cool stuff, and a nice alternative to the, I don't even know what that stuff is, that some of those, the things you get off of Temu and Amazon for like tray, it's like plastic, but not plastic. Or if you don't like the 3D printed stuff, good alternative. So go check it out. And I guess it's, from my understanding, what Tammy told me, and Ryan, if I get this wrong, I'm sorry. It's sort of like a, let's see how this goes thing. And if it goes really well, then it will go on their website. So if it's something that, like right now, you order through Ryan, and if it goes well, it'll eventually go on their website. So really cool stuff. So Ryan, tray bricks, small and large. Just saying. And if I can make a suggestion, I found this. This is a brand new company. I have to do an unboxing because they were so nice. Brand new company. I was their first customer, and I don't even know what the name of it was. But this is for tray bricks. But what's cool about it is it has both the large and the small in one unit. So in theory, you could fit up everything into this one unit. Whereas the towers that I have for the tray bricks, there's a small one and then a large one, right? But here's the cool thing. So here's your small, right? But to sort of like, make it so it doesn't go all the way back, your large ones actually go in sideways. I think that's really cool. So I'll have to figure out what the name of that company is. Actually, you know what? I can pull it up in just a second, and I'll post a link. But very nice people, and they have regular like towers that are sort of like this, where you have your large and your small individually. Something else I got this week that's very apropos to this event. It's my dragging pen holder and drill holder and everything holder. Got a pen thingamajigger, and then these are like 2 platforms that you could set things in. Isn't that cool? A whole bunch of different colors. That is from Fun Creations by Dave. I am posting that link out there right now in case you want to go look at that. And let me just hop over to Etsy here and see if I can find really quick the company for those tray brick. I could have swore I saw big snowflakes coming down, but it's not. Okay, so the name of the store, KND Creative Studios. Link is coming here in just a second. But like I said, I was their first customer. I got a little card and everything. I got to reach back out to them and tell them that it's nice. It's nice. It's not super flimsy. It's not, I will say, like I have Chris's towers. Her stuff is like thick, made to stand, through the apocalypse. This is a little bit thinner, but it's not the thinnest thing I've ever gotten. So let's see. So go check out those Etsy stores and Ryan's information. Mama Earth is really trying to get rid of us now. Seriously. Yes. Isn't this an El Nino year? That makes the weather weird. Yes, it is. But is it just El Nino? I don't think so. Cal, I'm glad to have Diamond Paint for the blizzard. Yes. Katie, hello from Virginia. We're in the path of the storm, hoping it won't be as bad as we're calling for. That would be nice. When we had those really bad tornadoes, was it last week, or storms, I should say? So I'm directly west of Chicago. To get down to, I think it was like Peoria area, it's like a 2-hour drive to central Illinois. And they always use like I-80 as they're like, if you're south of I-80, you're going to get this. If you're north of I-80, you're going to get this. It was over 80 degrees on the other side of the expressway, whereas up here it was like 40, 50 degrees. So they were like, you guys are fine. You're going to get storms, but you're fine. Here's where the problem's going to be. And it's just so weird how that works. But some horrible, horrible devastation. Very sad to see that. 91 degrees and snows the next day. Yeah, here in Chicago, we could do that in one day. Hi, Elizabeth. Made it on time. Yes, fantastic. Crafting with Mary, we have lots of power out around me from bad windstorm. Now it's super windy again. Ryan Hall is your weather YouTube guide from Kentucky, but best meteorologist in the bit. I think Eve watches him as well. He's on YouTube, Ryan Hall, and I know I was watching him one night, and he's good. Tammy says she's doing a video. Oh, I guess the video with she has one of the garages. Ryan sent her one of the garages. Oh, Max Velocity. Sorry, they're all fun names, right? Let's see. The pieces are cut on a laser. Okay, nice. Hi, Jay Lily. Welcome on in. Local Greek place. Kathleen, that sounds really good. That sounds really good. The wooded 1/8 inch Baltic birch and then stained with an espresso color. And you know what? That is an awesome color because I don't like colored wood. So let's see. This is, how many does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 40. So this is what one of the garages looks like. This is for the Art Dot containers. So very nice alternative or addition to like 3D printed stuff. And who doesn't love some organizer things? Tray brick trowers are flat holders. So yeah, tray bricks own racks or either or doing custom amounts of small and large could be awesome. Yes, I would love that because you're right. Like right now, I have two large for one painting that I'm working on. Then I have a small, and then I have the actual case for the large because you can't ever put them together. So yeah, it would be really cool. Demonstrating Ryan says, I have my work email, so you would have to email me at my job, which is in the video, and then it would take down the order up front in the office. Okay. That's how we're going to get this stuff. So stay tuned for Tammy's video as well. Cassandra says she loves her tray bricks. Yep, me too. I'm actually sort of, I did just get more of them. Which, by the way, so I had to get the blue. Blue are my favorites. Let me see. So the blue ones are this, it's like a darkerish blue thing with a black top. Those are my favorites. So I got more of those, but I had the opportunity to add on one set for the low price of whatever it was. And I tried out these, what are they called? Cherry or something. It's the Tammy Art collab. So it's like this just ruby red with a nice dark red lid. It's very cool. I think it would go good with the blue, so I'm okay with that. Hi, Laura, welcome on in, says Pops. Let's see. The dragging is amazing, isn't it? It is really cool. Wait till you see the Star Wars stuff I have coming. That's all I'm saying. Rich is kind of tchotchkes. Yes, I like all the tchotchkes. Let's see. Love the tray bricks too. I'm working on an older whip now that's in Elizabeth Ward. I'm missing the tray bricks. Yes, I'm working on, I have something in Elizabeth Ward as well. And I'm just like, you waste so much time pouring into the in and out of trays and stuff like that. So I need to get, the other thing that I like are these confetti towers. And this is a version of one that I got to sort of test it out. But it's just this little tray, and this one has a lid on it. A lot of them don't have lids. And then this comes off to be a spout. But they're just, they're the same concept, but think of it as just a bunch of small tray bricks. But those are cool as well. Ryan needs the dimensions for a tray brick to make a garage. You will probably get 900 different messages with the tray bricks dimensions. I'll tell you that right now. And he's logging in to log back out because he's lagging, because he's probably getting everyone's sending it the whatchamacallits, the measurements. Let's see. You're good, Ryan. 4 to 5 slots, the short wall for the round containers. Matt says, why do we have to specify that he's good at his job even though he's from Kentucky? It's like we have an idea in our head about people from Kentucky. Well, I mean, never mind. I was gonna jab at Tammy or something, but I don't have time for that right now. I don't have energy. Parkinson's fundraiser. Gonna get to that. Let me just see. Christopher Class is here. Hello. Love Star Wars stuff. Okay. Was it whatchamacallit's a candy bar back in the yeah, they still have them, and that's one of my favorite candy bars. All right, so some of the questions. So how is Sammy? He's sitting over sleeping right now. So he is doing better as far as the vestibular symptoms that I was having. He still has a little bit of a head tilt, which from what my understanding is that could actually be permanent. But he's been walking around pretty solid the past 2 days. And actually he surprised the heck out of me the other day. I was doing something. I went and I just laid down on my bed for a second. Next thing I know, he's like on my chest. I'm like, where the hell did you come from? So he jumped up on the bed and stuff, which scares the crap out of me because I don't want him to fall off the bed. So before, because I think when he hurt his back, I think he heard it falling off the bed one night. So I bought a toddler bumper rail that goes on one side of the bed. Then I'm the other rail, and then he is in the center, right? He sits in the center. But I got him set up in his corner with his bed. He's got a blanket, couple blankets. And one of the things that I talked to the vet about is he has these cataracts, immature cataracts forming. So he's very hard of hearing. She's like, so just make sure that he's in, medium light. When he goes outside and it's bright, it's hard for him to see. When he comes in and it's darker, it's hard for him to see. So I took a battery pack thing of Christmas lights, and I sort of wrapped it around the nightstand and the dresser by him. So he's sitting over there with his own light. Well, that was good for the first night. And until we got up, I set my alarm, got up at 3:00 to go outside, came back, put him back to bed, and he was not having the baby gate up whatsoever. He didn't want it because I had him baby gated in because I didn't want him to jump on the bed and potentially fall off. So I had to take the baby gate down, and I blocked him in the bedroom so that if he has like a vestibular attack, I could hopefully hear him. But then he was fine laying on the floor or whatever. So he's doing better. Tuesday morning, we go to see a cardiologist because when we went, there were a couple things, like I was there for the vestibular stuff, but also there were some other things that we're watching. One of which was he has a heart murmur. Well, the heart murmur has gotten worse, and his heart is enlarged. But all of that was a place in time. I hear Melanie in my head right now telling me like what can cause that to be read a little bit differently. So we're going to see a cardiologist to get the definitive, to get an echocardiogram. So that's Tuesday morning. So if y'all wake up on Tuesday and just do a little shout out to Sammy, to the universe, I would appreciate it. I'm glad Sammy's walking better and confident to jump, even though it's scary. Yes, absolutely. Oh, thank you, Mel. Vet funds for Sammy, Valium for Dad. Dad needs something. I will say that a group of friends that I have that I can sit with virtually and diamond paint, even if I'm not saying anything, even if no one's saying anything. That is just so much. It's just so comforting. So thank you guys for being there. And when we have like the paint along and stuff for the event, That's another reason that I like doing those, is because we don't need to be talking the whole time. We could just be diamond painting and, just know that someone else is there. So, but thank you. So yes, definitely valuing for dad, or his little mints, his magic mints that he's running short on. Tammy has sent him the measurements. Okay. Protection Special Unit from Schneider Security Solutions. Yes, he was there. Bentley is dealing with enlarged heart and heart murmur. Some days are worse than others, but so far the meds are helping. That's what I hope. And I was a little confused. I thought he was already on a heart med, but it was for pulmonary hypertension, which they said, could help, whatever, but it's for something else. So we'll get that reevaluated. But I have been giving him it's not what is it, Dramamine. It's not Dramamine, but it's the same medicine. I've been giving him that daily, and then probably about this time when he gets up, he may be off a little bit more. I have been giving him a Benadryl at this time, because not only does it help him sleep and stuff, but it actually can help with some of the symptoms. So I was glad to hear that. Copyright House of Royston. Yes, that is cool. By me, I sent him the measurements from the site, Matt. What did he say? Because I totally said to myself, here we go. Do not use Tammy's measurements till you get full grasp of the loose paper measurement system. I was like, where the hell did Tammy get the measurements for the tray bricks? Because I know she doesn't use them. And it would require her to look something up on the internet. And I know she doesn't do that. But she said she got them from the site. So congratulations, Tammy. I have a t-shirt that I wore specifically for her, and it just says, just Google it. So that's the Sammy update. So we go to the cardiologist, and then from there we'll see he's eating better. There's some supplement or something that I'm putting in his food that he doesn't like. He'll eat his food plain, and I need to figure out what that is, because he's not getting his supplements and stuff that I want him to get. A properly motivated Tammy is a look-up Tammy. Yeah, right? Where do you get the tray bricks from? So Deborah, there's a couple places, and I'm sure someone can look up so the company is called Cat Eared, like cat, meow, eared. And you can go directly to their website. They usually have some nice sales there. Plus they have the extended line of colors. They're also on Etsy, and I think they're even on Amazon. So if you search Tray Bricks, which is TRABRICKS, no Y. So basically like Trabricks, think of it that way. You can find those. The red ones, I think, are only on their website. If anyone wants to send me a set of tray bricks, I wouldn't be opposed to that. You're not getting mine. Let's see. Mad equals a man that gets told bite me several times a day. Yes. They're single tips, Momo says. I've heard that they have good single tips. Yes. They also have some diamond paintings too. I don't think I've tried their diamond paintings yet. Diamond painting, dude, I like the dark blue ones. Those are my favorite as well. Okay, this is my second favorite, because now we're talking about it. It's like a light blue, but then it has this blue pearl type thing. And then if you're like, oh, I can't do the clear bottom, because like here's the original with the clear bottom. They also have these purple ones that have a filled in bottom. And isn't a filled in bottom important? So there's something for everybody. Plus I saw that there's stickers now that you can put on the bottom to make them not see through. And I think Matt mentioned that he was going to try and spray paint them. So all of that. There's the link. Thank you very much. Debbie, for Sammy and Dad, thank you so much. That's fantastic. I'm thinking about my mids. my refill of mints. I like the clear ones better so I can see the drills. Yeah, I like the clear ones, except sometimes, like if I'm working on something and I have it like on where I've laid drills already, I lose everything. Um, Eve. All right, so how am I doing? My shoulder hurts like hell. Um, Earlier this week, it didn't hurt at all because I was worried about Sammy, except for a couple times I reached out to help him or grab him or carry him or whatever, and I tweaked it. And I'm paying for that now. Last night was a bear. It is just so sore. I can't get comfortable. Um, so now I'm sort of like, okay, the surgery is going to make sense because yes, it's going to be painful, all this other stuff, but I'll get through it and then it'll be better. So I'm starting to, because maybe like last week, I was sort of like, do I really want to get this surgery? It's a lot to go through. But but it hurts. So I have, let's see, I have to go probably next weekend. I have to go in and get a battery of tests done for pre-op authorization. And then in a week or so, I meet with my primary, and then everything would be set. I talked to the company that runs the benefits at my job, and I think what I heard him say, which is pretty cool. So my doctor said a week. I told him 2 weeks. I said, if I go back early, good for them. Because, and I've tried it, this is not great for the mouse. It's just not going to work. And plus it hurts. It just does. I've even tried out multiple different keyboards and stuff to see what would help. So the guy said, you know what? Because I applied for, if in the US, Family Medical Leave Act, you get employee who's been with employer for a year that has a certain number of employees, gets 12 weeks off, protected. Their job is protected, not paid, but some places pay, but mine doesn't because whatever. But you get the time off. So you have the option of using sick and vacation time when you're off. But then my employer then offers short-term disability after the 10 days. So the guy, I applied for intermittent because I thought, because you either apply for the whole thing, like you're out, you have a kid, you're out for the 3 months, or I have something I have to be going to and from the doctor. I need to take hour here, hour here, hour here. So I applied for intermittent because in my mind, I was going to be off for like the 2 weeks, but then I'm going to be going to PT several times a week. So the guy told me, he's like, actually, let's do this a little bit differently. He goes, you're going to apply for short-term disability. He goes, because you're right on the cusp of 10 days. He goes, and if it's going to take you a little bit longer to go back, then we already have it covered. He goes, but you can use the sick time for the 2 weeks, which I rolled over like my entire sick time from last year. So I have more than enough. He's like, but then you don't have to use your time after that. Like when I go to the, which my boss wouldn't dock me anyhow, but technically I need to record that I went to PT and stuff. So he's putting it that way together. I thought that is fantastic. I was actually reading something just earlier too, that someone said that they have shoulder pain. And I know Katie, Diamonds and Washi, she was getting shoulder pain from diamond painting. And she went through physical therapy and stuff. And so there was a post out there, does anyone get shoulder pain? And someone posted, oh, I had a torn rotator cuff and I had it fixed and it's been painful ever since. I'm like, oh, please don't do this. So I really need to look at how I'm diamond painting. What I discovered is I hold my arm out a lot, like I'm out like this to diamond paint. So I'm wondering if I have it like this closer to my body, if that's going to be better. So I really need to study my posture a little bit while I'm doing this. But glad your job is working with you to aid in your recovery post-surgery. Yes, they are very very cool with the whole thing. Mindy just hit surgery and doesn't think the recovery is going too well. Everybody, even the guy, the benefits guy, he's like, I had a torn labrum or whatever. He goes, you're in for it. I'm like, ugh. Chris, when I had knee surgery, my surgeon told me I would be out 2 weeks. When I told him I was a nurse, he told me that 2 weeks is a desk job. Nurse would, yes, Yes. And me having a desk job, and it would also be different if, because the doctor specifies I can't drive for 6 weeks. So if I had to drive to the office, I would get that. But since I work right over there, I don't necessarily get that. So, Momo, are you sitting too high? I don't think so. Um, Eve says, if you have anything like Aflac, make sure you look into coverage. I do have, they give you like a certain level of short term and long term, and I pay for the extra. So I know that I'll be covered because when I went out for my abdominal surgery, I was out for 13 weeks, and I got paid the entire time. It was fantastic. Let's see. Hey, everyone. Hope you feel better. Thank you. I had my shoulder done. It took a while to heal, but I haven't had pain since. Cool. Hers was rotator cuff, and I also did something with her bicep. That's what the guy said. He told me about that. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna have to do this, but it's a possibility. Something about if they can't stretch the tendon back, they do something with the bicep. But he says he thinks based on the images and stuff that I'm gonna have it. Muscle strength is key for shoulder recovery. PT and home exercise will make all the difference if you do them faithfully, even though it's painful. Well, when I went to PT the last time, I didn't care for it because it was making me hurt all the more. So I'm sure someone will keep on me to keep up with the PT. Let's see. Rosalind says, I have shoulder pain from a fall, going the cortisone and PT route for now. My husband had major open heart surgery recently, so can't do a surgery right now. Ugh, that sounds bad. You may also get state short-term disability as well. Yeah, I don't know. Luckily, but working for a Canadian-owned company, I get really good, like, pseudo-European type benefits. Like, my eyeglass coverage, every time I go on, my eye doctor goes, damn, you have good eye insurance. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So anyway, I think that's it. Me, Sammy. What else was there? There was something else. I think Jessica asked it. Well, ask it again, please, because I forget what it was. Fundraiser. So I sent a message to Stanley Morrison yesterday. And I think I was super persuasive and fantastic. So I hope that he chooses to stop by or whatever. But the whole gist of it was to just say, hey, I'm working on your painting. So I got it out. So for the fundraiser, so if somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about, April 11th is World Parkinson's Day. My father had Parkinson's for almost 20 years. So I'm doing a 24-hour live to raise funds for the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's research. And I invite everybody to stop by. There's a couple different ways that you can make donations if you choose to. You can do a straight money right to, there's a link in my announcement video, which I think someone can post here, but the link is in the video. I have a sheet out there, fill it out so I know what's like going on and stuff like that. But you can do a straight up $25 to Michael J. Fox Foundation. The link is right to Michael J. Fox. It's a fundraiser that I've built in the Michael J. Fox thing. So none of the money is coming to me to be like, so I can buy another diamond painting and then, whatever. So it's going right there. Two other ways you can donate. And this is the a-thon part of it. You can pledge a certain dollar amount for every hour that I diamond paint. So if I make it for all 24 hours, and let's say you say I will give you $2 for each dollar, or for every hour you diamond paint, you will $48 at the end of the event. And again, you make that right to Michael J. Fox. The other way is, so here's the painting. This is Champagne Dragon from Stanley Morrison. So this is a 50 by 75. So I figured there should be about, I forgot the number, but it's in the sheet. It's like 36 or 37 maybe release papers. You can donate or pledge a certain dollar amount for each release paper that I complete. So I'm ordering custom papers for the event. They're 4x4. So for each section, so if I get 10 sections done and you wanted to give $2 per section, you owe $20. Okay. I sort of like that because it sort of controls the cost a little bit. Plus, it's incentive for me. It's incentive for you guys to tune in and be like, hey, where's Rich at, right? But either way, if you can, I would appreciate it. If you can't, I have an ask for you. My videos, on average, get views of in the neighborhood of 200, 250 views. Except for like every once in a while, something get like I have a couple that are a couple thousand. This thing had 73 views as of earlier this week. Please share this video, talk about it in other groups. If you're a shop owner, talk about it, please. If you're a shop owner, by the way, or if you know a shop owner, if they want to stop by, I would love to have them on, talk about your company. I'm going to have other folks on with me to sort of facilitate the conversation while I'm focusing on diamond painting, but I'm certainly going to be, involved in the conversation. And, if they have a freebie they want to give away or something to the group, that would be even more awesome because then the audience is getting more stuff. So I encourage all of you to please share, and get the word out, and I would really appreciate that. We could do a special pool to raise more money where they pick the hour that Rich gets overtly grumpy. That would be hour 2. We do pledge Rich uses opposite hand diamond paint, says Rosalind. Oh, you can do that, but this would not look like a champagne dragon by the end of it. I'll tell you that much right now. But please definitely go ahead and share that. But this is the image. So Stanley Morrison late last year, announced that he was diagnosed with Parkinson's. And via his Facebook page, he says that, he's still stage 1 and he's doing everything he can to keep it from progressing. So I had messaged him. I said, hope you're doing well, blah, blah, blah. This is my connection to Parkinson's. Here's what I'm doing. It'd be great if you want to, be involved in any way, shape, or form, please do. I think it'd be fantastic if he stopped by. I think it'd be fantastic if he was like, hey, I want to give away like a signed print or something. I don't know. But then I did end the email. This was a master stroke, if you ask me. So he has all these drink dragons, right? So I said something like, if I could end on a lighter note, my favorite cocktail is the Bouvardier, which is a bourbon forward Negroni, essentially. So instead of gin, it's bourbon. And I said, here's a description I recently read that sounded very interesting. It said something like, it's like sitting in a library, in a leather chair in a library in front of a crackling fire. And I thought, that can be a diamond painting. Make the drink dragon. So that would be really cool too. But let's see what else. Let me show you some other progress that I have. So I updated my temperature chart. So here's how we're going so far. Again, I'm really liking this as opposed to like the bottles that I did last year. I mean, it's not better than the bottles. I liked the bottles, but I love having like less background to contend with. But look at the colors. curious to see what happens to them as we continue to get warmer. But I think that is coming along really cool. So that's pretty much up to date. Then, is anyone involved in or doing Get Your Weird On? That just goes on the floor. Here's the progress on my Get Your Weird On. This is called Why Always the Cows? And this is from Mermaids. So I'm working my way through this. I blinged it a little bit. I added some quad cubes to the stars here. Plus I added a twisted star up here. I'll probably do another one like down here or over here as well. But sort of just a fun, goofy little painting by Cute But Weird. And then finally is my progress for Mermaids and Magic. Slowly but surely, but I'm getting there with trying to manage a little bit of pain. But this is Magic Potion, Genovia art. So I've gotten 1, 2, 3 things done. So this is a little bit bigger than the release papers I normally use, but when I was talking about the sections for the giveaway or the fundraiser, that's what I'm talking about. For this, I am using the DP with Sparklers bling pack. So there's some extra bling over here, quad cubes, some pearls, gold pearls. But then check out what I did. This was my own invention here. Check out what I did with this. Is like a bottle with like a bubbly liquid in it. So I have these. They had these bubbles, right? I put in the center some quad cubes and a hexacube, a couple hexacubes too. And I don't know, I think it looks even more like bubbles than it like normally would. So I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, a little bit of a progress update for you. And then on my desk right now, I'm working on this chart art from Diamond Art Studio UK. It's sort of my palette cleanser. It is the chart art, so it's a cross stitch conversion and type thing. So I'm going through that, and I was working on that last night. Let's see. Love that bottle. It does look good, doesn't it? Working on the same kit started from the other end. Okay. All right. I love when someone modifies their paintings. I'm not that skilled. Katie, you are that skilled. Anybody can modify something. I was thinking about this earlier. Even if you change, the flower from blue to yellow, you're enhancing it, right? But it also, it comes with time and stuff like that. If anybody, see Robin, I need some lessons. I've done 2 videos with Cheryl. They're in a playlist somewhere. It has bling on it. Check them out. People said that they're pretty helpful. I need to get another one scheduled with her. I just haven't. I've been preoccupied. I love using small and big bubbles for enhancements. Rosalind, I was not a bubble fan, but I'm becoming a bubble fan. Waving from Scotland. Hello, Scotland. Sparkle, I'm worried I'll screw it up if I do enhancements. No, because you can always remove them. If you don't like it, remove them. Everyone starts on the left magic portion. I've never seen the right side. Oh, I think that's Eve's side, right? So Eve could post that. All right. So what do you say we get to the giveaway for Mermaids and Magic Week 2? So as a recap, I was having some technology issues. So instead of doing like a random behind the scenes number pull and stuff like that, I wanted to get a little bit more transparent. So we did at the beginning of the live, we have 9 prizes this week. I used a random number generator and came up with 9 numbers. While I've been yapping over here, Melanie has, oh, Eva was distracted when this was posted. Matt says everyone starts on the left side of magic potions. He's never seen the right side of magic potions. And that's the size you started on, right? So I said maybe you can post a picture somewhere. Which chart art? This is the one from Esther Van Voros. The Everything You Can Imagine is Real. She is probably, well, she is one of my recent favorite artists. It's just a weird, surreal world thing. And it's coming out very nicely. There's a lot of blue, which is good because I like blue. And I just, like the first row, all I did was blues and whites. And now I finally got into some reds. So we'll see how that turns out. Eve posted in the new start. So Matt, if you want to see the other side, it is over there. All right, so Mel has given me some names. So let me go through. I'm assuming, Mel, that these are in the order of the numbers. So if I write them next to it, yes, no, maybe. I think Melanie's frozen. Anyway, so Brandy Stevens, congratulations. Brandy Stevens. Teresa Mester, congratulations. Carly Beryl, B-I-E-R-L, Carly, congratulations. We're going to see what all of you won in just a minute. Iwa Ewak, Lee Flentage, Lee Flengy, Sue Huber Covey, congratulations. Huber Covey, maybe. Ward Cheryl. Grace Nemergut. Grace Nemergut. I mean, I don't want to. I'm having difficulty with these names. I'm like, okay, Mel, these are really names, right? You're not pulling my leg here. Nemergut. And then let's see. Did I skip somebody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2. Brandy, Teresa. Oh, Sherry, S-E-R-I. Donaire. All right, congratulations to those folks who have won something. We don't know what they've won yet. But let's get over to the wheel of prizes and see what everyone has won, which I think is this one. Share this. So let's first take a look at what the prizes are, as I promptly hide them. So we have a $15 gift card to Beach City Boutique. We have a $25 gift card to Crafting and Crime Daily. So Rebecca is over there with her mugs and sweatshirts and diamond paintings, minis and larger ones. $10 for Crafts with Crashly. $25 for Diamond Painting Shop. Rosa over there, very generous, helping us out by sponsoring. Ever After Diamond Painting, $25 gift code. One of the newer companies. If you haven't tried them yet, you can check them out. This is the big one. MTN Inspirations, our pen sponsor, official pen sponsor, if you will, is offering an event pen. And you will work directly with Kim out of MTN Inspirations to decide which one. There's the mermaid one. I'm trying to think what's come out. So there's the mermaid one that looks something like this, although I can't see what I'm showing at the moment. Something like that. There's a dragon scales one. There's a magic one, which is on its way to me, and a unicorn one. So that's going to be going. Simply Gilded, $10 gift card. $10 gift card to the Diamond Design Co. and $10 to Wendy K Designs. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle just a couple times here, and then I'm going to hide all of that and get the wheel up here so we can see what's going on. I'm going to make sure that you can see the wheel. Okay, we're all there. And I picked out some amazingly probably not appropriate music this week as well. So let's start with Brandy Stevens. Let's see what you've won. Good luck. Congratulations, you won the $10 gift card to Crafts with Crashly. And don't laugh at disco, people. I had a disco playlist going on earlier, and I got a lot done in the kitchen, cleaning up the kitchen. So do not discount some disco and some ABBA for sure. Okay, let's see. Teresa Meister, let's see what you've won. Good luck. Congratulations, you won a $10 gift card to Simply Gilded. Simply Gilded has a number of stationery items, stickers and stuff like that, but they have amazing washi tape. So if you use washi tape with your diamond painting, you are going to enjoy that. If not, you can get stickers or stationery stuff too. Carly, let's see what Carly has won. Good luck. Oh, right on the line. $10 gift card to Diamond Design Co. Not to say that that's any less than the pen, but the pen, that's a good one. But Amy has some fantastic designs out there. I've done unboxing for and drills on canvas for I think 2 of her paintings now. But some good stuff going on over there. Including a lot of mermaids. So if you're here, if you're on the mermaid side of things, a lot of mermaids over there. Iwa, good luck. And if I'm butchering names, I apologize. Congratulations, you won the $15 gift card for Beach City Boutique. That information will be sent to you, and just make sure to read sort of the fine print because it's restricted to a couple things on the site. So just read up on that. I haven't done anything from that company, but I know Tammy has a couple of them and she's loving doing them. So congratulations on that. Lee, let's see what you've won. Good luck. Congratulations on winning the $25 gift card to Diamond Painting Shop. She's got a number of, she's got some different artists, some different things out there. I know, like one of the things I'm working on right now, she's got romance art, but she has this one. It's called, if you were part of the event, you saw it, Big Dreams of Living Small. It's just so different, and I love it. And it's good quality too. Sue, let's see what Sue has won. Good luck. Crafting and Fun Daily $25 gift card. Congratulations, Rebecca, relatively new shop. She's an artist. She is watercoloring. She's got some really cool images out there, and she's doing minis as well. But I know she also does tumblers and shirts as well. Ward Cheryl, good luck. Congratulations on the $10 Wendy gift card, Wendy Designs on Etsy. Some nice trinket trays out there, including the dragon tray that I showed last week that I would show you again, but it has about 47 pens on it right now. I don't want to spill them everywhere. But go check them out. It's very cool. Let's see. Grace, good luck. Congratulations, Grace. You won the $25 gift code for Ever After Diamond Painting. Fantastic. Got some really cool stuff out there. And that brings us to Siri. I can't read the writing for the last name, but Siri, you have won the event pen from MTN Inspiration. So congratulations. I'm sure Melanie will be writing the information about how to get in contact with Kim and tell her what type of pen you like and what the turn is and everything else like that. So congratulations to all the winners. And if those names are different from your Facebook name, Melanie will figure out from the Google Doc. If you haven't done a Google Doc, make sure you've done a Google Doc. And because Melanie will be using those to find everything that needs to be where things go and everything like that. Let's see. Going back up here really quick. Pens are beautiful. They are. She is now my favorite pen place. The only drawback is, but it's also a positive, is you can't send her other blanks from other companies. She only turns her own blanks, but that also means that her turnaround time is ridiculously fast. So just to here's some other of the pens that she has, and she will say, send me pictures of what type of turns you like, and I like a plain center, and I like these flared ends. So this is like the Vertige or something. This one is Lion. There's a fun story to that one and to this one for Seahorse. And this is a Donna Bass pen. But I'm going to show it anyhow. Look at this Donna Bass pen. Isn't this cool? Look at how that wood is in there. Oh, God, I'm a sucker for a nice pen. Nice 70s music. I was just going to say, I was born 10 years too late. I would have torn up the disco scene. That's all I'm saying. Grew up on disco. Yes, I grew up on easy listening and disco, specifically ABBA. My dad was a huge ABBA fan. This is a weird story. We had the 8-track to Dancing Queen, the album Dancing Queen. And I listened to it so much that actually the tape broke. Let's see. Studio 54 happening. Exactly. I would have loved to have been at Studio 54 one time, although that my obsessive personality, that could have turned out really bad too. I don't know. It sounds like the opening moves to Car Wash. Yep. Bow, bow, bow. The theme to Shaft. Yes. That was cool. I was glad it wasn't Screams from the Halloween event. Yeah, that one, the Screams was at the end where they were scary. Not quite Parliament Funkadelic. It was fun. Rich Volta in the house. You know it. Love Rosa, just placed an order with her last week. Fantastic Dark Knight. Dark Knight. I just placed my first order with Mystical Dream Diamonds because they now have Stanley Morrison and a couple other things I liked too. Might be something interesting coming to Crafting Prime Daily in the near future. Oh, really, Matt? How is Matt inside everything? Like he's got the inner workings of everything. Like how? What? How? Like I'm pretty in the know, but then you know more stuff. How is this working? And we may need to hook up and work together for an idea that I'm having because I need the inside track of stuff. Congratulations. Hi, Teresa. Welcome on in. Some great prizes. Yes, Melanie did a fantastic job coming up with the list of sponsors. And then, of course, the sponsors themselves. The only good thing about the disco scene was the drugs. Come on. The collars, the pants. Come on. For those of you who may not know me, I've been in recovery for 14 years and get to make statements. Yes, Eve gets to make statements like that. Tammy grew up on 80s rock. Yeah, 80s, I'm all over the 80s. Obviously, I was born in the early 70s, so 80s is what I really remember. But, the disco era is just really cool. Let's see, grew up on disco music, not afraid to say it. Good. Glad to hear it, Carol. I was going to say, you're always getting on mute. Did you just pop saying Rich Volta? Yes, I did. Rich Volta. Oh, her premium artist today. Okay, nice. I may or may not have contributed. Wink. Whatever. Do you hear Dreamer? Yes, Debbie. Dreamer Designs now has Mandy Manzano. And it's the like Ariel one, although I don't think it's called Ariel. But just keep in mind, Manny Manzano, and you know what? Just keep this in mind. From me to you, Manny Manzano has all those black outlines, right? Dreamer Designs is having some problems with their black drills. So much so that someone mentioned in another live or something that the CEO is going to China next month to get to the bottom of why the hell have they been having such problems with their 310s. Eve did a for Romancing Romance art, she did Errol Thorn from there, and she says the drills were horrible. Bags of drills just stuck together, tabs all over the place, just horrible. And I've heard it from more and more people. In fact, a number of people, there was a thread going on about it in the Facebook group for Romancing Romance art, and the artist said, I'm going to talk to them because a lot of her artwork uses black. She goes, maybe I should start using different colors. And I think it was Matt that said it. No, don't change your artwork because Dreamer Designs can't fix their drills. Let them fix their drills, or maybe, I'm not going to say it because that would sound negative, but fix their drills. Let them fix their drills. They know about it now. I was disappointed in, that's fine if you have sucky drills. Any company can run into a problem. It's how they handle it. I was a little disappointed hearing about the lack of contact back from Dreamer Designs about the issue and about replacing the drills. She also said some premium models provide her some base material. Okay. Just order Oral Thorn. So if you have the three, if you got something from Dreamer Designs, just know that you're probably going to want to stock up on 310s. And if anybody watches DP with Sparklers on Friday night with Tima, she's looking at actually getting some of the core colors of plain, like regular drills, not enhancement drills, just so that there's another place for people to buy them. There are other companies, but they're acrylic drills. And I will say, if you place acrylic drills right next to resin drills, you can tell the difference. If you have all acrylic, you can't. you can't have a problem with it. But let's see, it's more than 310. It's a lot of their dark drills. Dark drills are always more prone to any type of issue because they're printed more, and like the dye or the dye things that they put them in, inject them into, and stuff like that get more use. So I'm sure it's more than 310. I've only heard specifically of this 310. Let's see, deck, bad glue. Yeah, deck is. I haven't had one lately, but I've heard of the weird glue stuff. Tammy replaced her 310s with sparklers. So I have heard of deck having some glue problems, like with no glue too. Eve says it was Jessica's worth it in the end. I used the Bling ES and dug out my drill stash a bunch of 310s. Yes. So and Jessica, let me know if you need 310s, because when some of the things like the Star Wars one that I did, the Rebellion, I think it was, I replaced a bunch of the 310 with sparklers. So I have decked 310s. So if you need them, I can certainly send them your way. Although I will need your firstborn, maybe, I don't know, because they're deck drills. But anyway, so we're here about 90 minutes in. So Matt says, Tammy pulling the cash out of the emergency fund hiding spot. You know she keeps her money in her bra, right? You know that. Jessica did just order a large sparklers order. Congratulations, Jessica. I have, in a very short period of time, have brought Jessica into the diamond painting world. She actually ran into the diamond painting world, and she'll blame me. Like, what did she say the other day? Oh, she said, look at this. She sent me a picture. She goes, look at this. Would you say this is confetti heavy? And I blew it up and look at it. I go, no, blow it up. It's more color blocking, really, and blah, blah, blah. She goes, you're supposed to talk me out of these things. I'm like, do not come to your friend who is a single male who has disposable income. Don't ask me to talk you out of buying something, because I'm going to do the absolute opposite. I'm going to have you buy two. So that is not my role. Let's see. Can you take the second board? He's about to start university. Nice. No, because that's expensive. Actually, Eric could help support me, maybe. I don't know. I actually think using the Twisted Mocha Onyx on the Garden Gemstone Aqua turned out nicely. It did turn out, well, as far as you can tell on a picture, but I'm sure it looks nice. Under the cushions of her chair. Yes, that's why she has pimples. Rich is a master enabler. Yes. Yes. Hey, I had a friend who, she said anytime she's going to travel, the night before she's going out with me, because I would get her toasted just enough that she was able to get up for her flight, but she didn't care about the flight. It's a skill. Just may not know, but I'm hoping to meet her. Oh, God. No. My friend worlds are colliding, and I can't. Do y'all keep like friends separate because they got different dirt on you and stuff like that? Eve is going to be going out for some training out to the Seattle area, and she's going to be hanging out with probably Berta and Melanie. And Jessica works for Alaska Airlines, and she's out at Seattle a lot. So let's see. I just ordered one that had a whole bunch of black in it from Dreamer Designs. Again, Marisol, like, there were problems, but there's still some that are usable. And then you just have to make sure that they answer you to get you replacement drills should you need it. Indebra, Tammy Pimples, nice Berta. Wow, it's going to be Berta, Eve, Jessica, and Melanie. Seattle is going into the drink. They're going into the ocean. It's fallen off the country. It's not going to stand after that. And Carol says, yes, I keep my friends separated. See? But at least there's Jessica to attest to the fact that at one point I did have hair. So on that note, Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Congratulations to all of our winners. Melanie will be taking care of getting in contact with you and stuff like that based on what you did on the Google form. So give her a little bit of time to work through that. Everybody have a good week. Remember, Tuesday morning, when you wake up, do a little shout out to Sammy at his cardiologist, and have a great week. I'll see you one night this week. I'm going to do a paint along for the event. That'll be this week. Teresa will do a paint along, and then the live is the standard live is next week. I am working on shop owners. Get some shop owners on. They're notoriously shy and they don't want to come on, but I'm going to try and get some guests and stuff like that. What live is next now? In a half hour, Crafts with Crashly. Get on over there. See what those crazy kids have that are new and what's happening over there. And, just check it out so that when Berta tells you the story of how she fell out of her chair because of the Richter scale, you were there and live and you knew what happened. So thank you, everybody. Give me a thumbs up on the way out. Remember, if you're watching a replay, #replay. And I will talk to you the next time we are Speaking of Diamonds. Bye-bye.